Hey, Soren, quick question. This
Okay,
will
go ahead.
and this will also explain why some of my chores have fallen to shit. What do you know? Why don't you tell me what you think the game Animal Crossing is about?
Oh God. Okay.
You
As
must
far
have
as
some
I,
awareness of it because it's been
yeah,
the game of the town for the quarantine.
when I say oh God, it's because it's so many people are talking about it in discords and things, like not even just publicly out in Twitter. I'm in discords with people where I like want to talk about things and they're busy talking about fucking hats that they wear or some guy named Tom Collins or some shit. From what I understand, it's you get your own little island, and on your island you get to design it any way you want. And maybe you're an animal,
Mm-mm.
and you get to wear different hats and things like that, and you dress up every day in different stuff, and you get to build a castle. Or it's kind of like Minecraft, and that you get to build a castle or whatever you want on your island, and then you might say, oh, I think I'll head over to Jason's island today, and you can go visit him and see what's going on over there and catch him by surprise.
Yes, that's the never catch them by surprise because people need to have their gates open to have visitors. Um,
Okay.
but that is basic thrust of the point of the game. You are wordlessly born on this island that I believe to be purgatory, and it's not Tom Collins. It's the your indifferent god Tom Nooks who gives you assignments, and they start out small as like, hey, you live in this tent, and I think you'd be happy if you caught some fish and then showed them to me. And I'm like, I'm a baby and he's my god. So I'm like, that does sound like it would make me happy, Dad. And like, if you want to show me fish because it would please me, you need to make a fishing pole. And if you want to know how to make a fishing pole, I could teach you. But you have to go around the island and gather sticks first. You need those sticks. So a large portion of the beginning of the game is just walking around the island, shaking trees and getting and collecting sticks to give to my cruel god Tom Nooks. And he teaches me how to build a fishing pole, and then I learn how to fish, and I present him with fish, and it pleases him. And then after a certain amount of tries, I break my fishing pole. He's like, "That's okay. You can make another one." And then he eventually teaches me how to make a better one. And the game expands onward from here, gathering things and learning how to make the tools that you need to gather more things, to make more tools and pieces of furniture, and eventually build a house, and then spend your days in the debtor's prison that is Tom Nooks's island scam. Because when you build a house, it's like you can build a house if you want to. A house will make your life a lot easier. You'll just have to give me 97,000 bells, which is dollars. And I owe $848,000 to my cruel god Tom Nooks. I have a house with 3 rooms. It sucks. And uh, the whole reason that I got the game was because of the thing that you talk about, where every Discord, every Slack, people are talking about it. And I was just like, well, I can't tell them to shut up. So I have to join the game, be part of this world, and then ruin it from the inside.
I have so many questions based on what you just said.
Yeah. It takes that
Tom Nook,
for I don't
go
like it.
ahead.
I want to start by saying I don't enjoy it. There are people who are so good at it, and their islands look great. And they've got a bunch of different residents, and they've got like cobbled streets and cool stuff to show off. And their little avatar looks like them, and they clearly put a lot of work into it. I'm never gonna put enough work into it to make it the game that the game wants me to make it. I'm always going to do my own thing, but it's still like even my own thing requires me spending a few hours every day gathering things and fishing so I can sell the fish to the failed clones of Tom Nooks so I can get bells so I could try to climb my way out of this fucking debtor's prison only to be thrust back into it when I try to build an extension to my house eventually. And I just do that. Like I fish and I break my fishing pole, and so I build another fishing pole, and then I fish, and then I catch bugs until I break my net, and then I build another net, and I go back and forth to all the different spots that I'm allowed to go to because you. Another thing you can do that makes the game better is you talk to your neighbors every day, and so you just like you have a bunch of tasks laid out for you of things that you can do every day that will help you on your journey. You don't have to do them. You don't have to. You could still live in a tent the whole time if you want. But the appeal to the game is that you will like. I know what my little guy has to do when he wakes up. He needs to gather and fish and sell, dig for fossils to donate them to the museum, buy new clothes to keep the economy going, and to like buy fancy outfits and feel cute.
Yeah, I get it. What are you, an animal?
I'm no, I'm me. I'm a person.
Where are the animals?
All my neighbors are animals.
Okay, so the neighbors aren't other people that you're playing against.
No, your neighbors on your island are like computer controlled things. I can also, with online play, go to my friends' islands and see them or have them come over, and they're all people too.
Okay.
But
And do you have to create game paths for these animals? Where's the crossing coming in?
I don't know.
That makes me angry that it's
I don't
not
have to.
immediately obvious.
I don't have to create game paths for them. I have to talk to them. Sometimes you give them gifts. I was feeling threatened by one of my residents, so I had my friends come over to the island and beat the shit out of him, and then he moved.
What?
Yeah.
What?
You can't like actually hurt someone. Like it's not a violent game, but you can hit someone with your net, and they surrounded him on a bridge and all took turns beating him with their nets, and he got really frustrated. And then they all left, and he came up to me later and he was like, "I was thinking of checking out another island. I don't know. What do you think?" And I said, "Yes, I think you should go." And then he left, and I was very sad because I'd grown accustomed to him.
What was the source of your guys' animosity before that point?
For a while there was only three of us on the island. It was Flip, the weightlifting monkey, and Pashmina, this hot goat creature that I like a whole lot. You can Google her; she's real cute. And I was feeling threatened by his presence, and he's very condescending, and he only talked about weightlifting. And one night I saw him fishing, and he said that he was going to catch the biggest and baddest fish in the whole ocean. And then I Googled, not this exactly, but can I burn someone's houses down in Animal Crossing? Which you can't.
Okay. So your god,
Tom Nooks.
Tom Nooks, is he a man or is he? Have you seen him?
He's a raccoon, yeah.
Okay. So there's a raccoon that's telling you what to do every day, and you have to do it.
I don't have to do it. That's the thing. But like it's because there's not really a way to win the game. You just finish it when you're out of debt, and even then you can still like you'll always be able to buy more stuff or change the exterior of your house or meet new cartoon animal residents. And like when you finish one type of mission where it's like, okay, I found the materials to build a house to lure another resident to come to this island, which for some reason you've convinced me I wanted to do. And that's why I did it. So now I'm done and I did that thing. And he's like, great, really love that. I bet if we had 10 residents on this island and like a really nice like landscape with a bunch of cool things, I bet this famous cartoon dog thing would come and hold a concert at our island. Just something to think about. And like now I guess that's what I want.
Yeah, he puts it in your head.
Yeah.
Now
I really just want to fish all the time, which I could do, but
Tom Nooks isn't one of your neighbors, though.
No.
Okay. Is there a chance that you could get Tom Nooks alone on a bridge and beat him to death with nets?
There is not. He doesn't walk around the island. He stays in resident services, unless we're having a ceremony. But even then, I can't control anything. I just have to stand and take a picture with him.
So he's untouchable.
Yeah.
And all he does is convince you that you need to accrue more things.
Yes.
And is he ever displeased with you?
No.
Well, then what? Then, I mean, who cares? This god loves you no matter what.
Soren,
why are you going?
I haven't really been able to explain what this game has done to me.
It sounds to me like you've got a good god. It sounds to me like, yes, he's giving you things in your life to shoot for. He's giving you goals. And yes, maybe they're materialistic, but he also doesn't sound like he's like vengeful or that he doesn't like you or that at any point you can displease him.
This island was supposed to be my vacation. I mean, it's not explicitly purgatory, but man to man, it's purgatory. But it's billed in the game as like, this is you're retired now. This is your island of paradise. And it's quickly turned into, I'm the only one on this island who works. And everything costs money. And I lose bells, which are dollars. I lose them, and in exchange, I earn Nooks miles for like fishing and catching bugs and chopping wood and breaking up rocks. And the miles I can exchange for different goods and services.
Could you get
But I
another
didn't want them. I
island?
never wanted the miles. I want the bells. Bells are
Uh,
better.
Can you get more than one island?
No.
Okay, you just have your one.
Yeah.
I'm looking at some of them right now. And other people that you know have come to your island, Dan.
Yeah, and they fucking roasted me. So I don't allow visitors anymore.
You closed your gates.
Yeah, because my island is such trash, and I thought they would be nicer, but they were really mean. And one of them trapped me in a hole for a while, which is a skill that I don't even have, so I can't do it back.
What did they say about your island? And if it hurts too much, you don't have to repeat it.
No, just that it was clear that for the amount of time that I had been playing the game, I should have a much nicer island at this point.
They just walked around your island and shit on it.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Dan. Whenever when I hear people talking about this in threads and stuff, they're always saying like, oh, and then I did this really cool thing where I built. Does anybody else do this? Where we build your mansion up on top of the hill, and then everybody else has to build down below you, and then you're basically like the king of that kingdom.
I've done
like,
that.
Yeah, that's what I did.
That's what I'm going to be doing. And I'm gonna let the rest of the world fall to shit. And I'm gonna have once I just fucking make my nut, man, and finally complete this house and get out of debt, and I'll be on the top of the pyramid with Tom Nooks, and we'll be partners. Then I can stop the game. But it's only when I like really build up my perfect mansion on top of a hill and watch the people suffer below me. Only then I think I'll be happy.
I wish you luck in that.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah. If that's what your dream is, then I hope that you get it.
Yeah. Either that or hack the game and kill the mad god Tom Nooks.
Yeah. I'm looking him up right now. I only see Tom Nook. Do you have a different god than everyone else?
No, it's Sam. It's just what I call him.
Okay. He's just like a slinky raccoon.
I've invented a backstory for this game that is not considered canon.
And so is there any way like that you can die? Is there any way that the game can hurt you? Are there any antagonists or anything?
Sometimes you can get stung by wasps or bitten by a scorpion or a tarantula, and you pass out for a little bit, but like you don't lose any time. You suddenly are warped back to your home.
Oh, that sounds actually kind of nice.
Yeah, but I had a mission, and I wasn't trying to get stung by wasps. I was trying to get sticks so I can make a fishing pole, so I can make a better fishing pole, so I can catch a tire in the ocean, and I could turn it into a thing that you could sit on.
To please your god.
Yes.
Well, good luck, dude.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.